Penny, talk about a little bit how you recruited Tracey Summa from.
Tracey actually contacted us initially and, kind of expressed some interest in Emory University softball. And actually, I believe her travel ball coach contacted us as well. And based on both her correspondence and his correspondence, we then began kind of initiating communication with one another and asked her to send us a video back when VHSs were in, believe it or not, and had a great chance to view her skills, saw a lot of great things, and from there we kind of opened up the whole process and connection with Emory.
Well, while she was at Emory and she played for you, what positions did she play?
Tracey actually anchored down shortstop, and she did one heck of a job. As a matter of fact, in having built the Emory softball program from scratch, we were kind of looking for a shortstop to kind of come in and kind of set the tone for what we needed in that position. And Tracey did just that. She set the tone for what we wanted in terms of leadership, in terms of overall ability. She just did a great job of kind of expressing to Emory softball that, look, this is what's required and needed for a shortstop here at Emory University in order to be successful and lead the program the way that it needs to be led. She did a super job anchoring two teams in the World Series and had a passion and just fight. We called her a bulldog. Really kind of rallying those around us and around her to exude that same level of fight in that infield. Very proud of her and what she did.
Okay, Penny, talk about the type of student that Tracey was.
Oh, great one. Without question, very, very academically focused, intense. As a matter of fact, I think that Tracey probably would win the award for the most dedicated in the AM, per se. She always had her cup of coffee and kind of launched her day with reading the paper at 7:30 and then kind of tackled things right out of the gates in terms of taking care of business, in the classroom. Academically, she was focused. She just started her day early so she could tackle the business that she needed to. And speaking of business, she was a business major, got accepted into the B school, took the prerequisites, did a great job handling that. It seemed rather easy for her to get into the B school, which is one of the more competitive business schools in the country. So she was a tough student. She nailed down her grades very well.
Okay, Penny, talk a little bit about Tracey's parents.
Gosh, Mario and Sue Summa, incredibly supportive. They were, attended quite a few ball games throughout the course of Tracey's career, and didn't miss a beat in terms of regionals, the World Series, conference tournaments, you name it. And there's actually a fun little story about Mario Summa, Tracey's dad, where at the College World Series, somehow magically, he wandered or finagled his way into our swoop mascot costume at the World Series, which he's a rather tall guy, so I don't know necessarily if the swoop costume actually fit him as well as it possibly should have, but I just think that they're a very spirited group, family, parents, you name it, and if that swoop costume doesn't exude the level of spirit that Mario had for Emory softball, I don't know what does.
Penny, talk about Tracey's post-Emory career.
Yeah, she right out of the gates got a job with Macy's up in New York, so originally from Louisville, Kentucky. Then came down to Emory, obviously went to the business school, and then turned around and got hired right out of college up at Macy's in New York. And then recently, she's been actually up in New York ever since she graduated, and then recently moved down to southern Florida and took on a corporate position down there. Her parents live down there. Her boyfriend lives down there, so I think it was a good opportunity for her to have that chance to have everybody be together. But happy for her. We're fortunate enough to be in touch here and there to check up on her and see how she's doing, but just glad Tracey Summa was an Eagle.